Okay, we are back with the second part of empowering lives through relationships. We are fixing to get ready, get started with the healthy cooking. So I'm going to let Anthony do his thing while I step out the way a little.
Have you ever had an electric skillet before? Have you ever had an electric skillet before?
No, but I used one before.
Oh, you have? Well, when you buy an electric skillet in the store, they have elements on the inside. When you drop your food in where those elements are, your food will stick and burn on those elements. We call those hot spots because that's the only part that cooks. And the problem is that the elements go bad over time. So what we've done is we've taken out the the elements, and we put in oil. The oil never comes out and never needs to be changed or anything. This electric skillet's completely immersible in water, dishwasher safe, and it has a lifetime warranty. It's also the only digital skillet on the market, meaning you can take it and you can plug it in and turn it on. It warms your food faster than a microwave to 150 degrees.
Awesome.
Hold it down, it goes to 300 degrees. It becomes an oven. When you met me, I was baking cakes in here. 450
and
is a fryer.
The cake was so good. Are you going to be cooking the same?
Yep.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like that cake.
So that's 450. Where do you keep your plates?
Right there.
Awesome. How important is your nutrition?
Now my nutrition is very important. That's why I started going back to the gym.
Yeah.
So that I could live a more healthier lifestyle.
I don't peel any of my food. What I do is I take a green Scotch-Brite pad and I scrub my food clean. Why would you do that?
You said don't peel the skin off?
Right. It doesn't destroy the skin. It leaves all the nutrition. By scrubbing it clean, it takes all the dirts and stuff off, but leaves the nutrition intact. Okay, so this is my food processor. All of my cones are numbered on the bottom. The smaller the number, the smaller the cut. The larger the number, the larger the cut. Carrots are the hardest vegetable to cut up. Check this out.
Oh, wow. I got to invest in one of those. That makes it so easy.
And look, it's safe, see? Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And I don't know why anybody would ever want a food processor. They're so hard to clean.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I got one right there and I hate it.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, oh wow.
Ready to go again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put these carrots onto the plate. And I'll taste those carrots.
Okay.
They're sweet, right? We're going to pretend that this is a pot. We're going to put these carrots into the pot. We're going to add some water to these carrots.
Okay.
And we're just going to stir them around for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Now, if you don't stir the carrots up while the water boils, what happens?
You said it loses.
No, if you don't stir up the carrots while the water boils, the carrots settle on the bottom and they burn. So you have to come home from a long day's work and stir and stir and stir. And this is so much fun. You don't have to work all day.
Okay.
That's why most people enjoy eating out. They don't want to come home and being stuck in the kitchen doing this.
Right.
La, 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 la. Okay, your carrots are done cooking. What do you do next?
If it's done, I guess you eat it.
Take them out of the water.
Okay. So cooking the carrots and leaving the nutrition in.
Look at the difference in the color in 30 seconds. Now taste those carrots.
Okay. I can tell the difference.
They're not sweet.
They're not sweet.
Color is vitamins and flavor is minerals. That's how fast you destroy your nutrition.
Wow.
So again, that's why you don't want to cook your food with water because it leaves you with no nutrition.
Okay.
So that's why this cooking method is very different. The next thing we're going to do is fry some chicken. There's no oil or anything in that pan. If you drop chicken in there with no grease, what would happen?
I'm thinking it would stick.
It would stick and burn.
The pan. Correct.
Right.
So I'm guessing now, since that's a good pan, that it won't stick since it has oil in it.
Right. Well, the oil has nothing to do with the food. It's just there for even heat distribution. Did you hear the noise that makes when I drop it in? That noise.
Sizzling, right?
That noise is called searing. Have you ever heard of searing before?
Yes.
You have to sear the pores closed in the meat to lock in the juices. If you don't, the juices drain out of the meat shrinks, your body doesn't digest it, and it rots in your stomach. So it's very unhealthy. So again, that electric skillet cooks the meat very differently.
Okay.
So with the lid off right now, it's a fryer. Right now we're frying the chicken. If I wanted to bake the chicken, I would put the lid on. But since I'm having fried chicken today, I'm going to leave the lid off.
Okay.
And the next thing I'm going to do is add some seasoning. I hope garlic's okay because I put garlic on everything.
I put garlic on everything. We love garlic. I have to go to the store. I need to buy a big thing. I think I have to go to the store like every other day to get some garlic salt.
No, not garlic salt. That's
garlic. Garlic.
Mrs. Dash garlic.
Okay. Garlic herbs.
And this is Goya adobo.
For who all just coming in and joining us, we have the nutritionist here today, Anthony. He is here cooking healthy, which I needed this today because I want to, I'm trying to live a more healthier lifestyle. So I do want to know how to cook healthy and eat healthy. So he will be showing us today how to cook healthy foods.
If you were to cook carrots to feed 6 people, how many carrots would you use to feed 6 people?
To feed 6 people. I don't know because those are some small carrots.
Small carrots. Most people do 2 per person usually. Right. So it should be about 12 carrots, which would be the whole bag.
Okay.
If I could feed you and fill up with 4 carrots, would that save you some money?
Yeah.
Save you some time?
It would.
Imagine if you had to do this with a knife.
I would be exhausted, and that's when I order pizza.
I've heard that one before. There's our thinly sliced carrots.
Okay.
And that's just 4 carrots. We have to cook peas, carrots, corn, cabbage, and hard-boiled eggs with no water. You don't want them to mix. How many pieces of cookware are you going to have to use?
Probably a lot.
A lot, right. Yeah. So what if I could cook everything in one and the flavors won't mix? Does that make your life easier?
Yeah.
So there's our carrots. The next thing we're going to do is cook some cabbage. I don't know about you, but I love cabbage. To feed 6 people, would use a small, medium, or large head of cabbage.
Okay.
A large. What if I could do a 4? Will that save you some money?
Yeah.
Imagine if you had to do this with a knife.
So now I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're feeding 6 people, do you have to do it like one at a time?
Only do one at a time.
Like, okay, how many would that be right there?
6 people.
Carrot. Oh, okay. Wow.
And that's the last leaf that nobody uses, so they throw it away. There's the cabbage.
Okay. And I'm assuming the cabbage will not shrink.
Right, won't shrink at all. So it'll still be the same when it comes out. That's not normal for regular cabbage. There we go. Peas, carrots. Oh, we want to stop this chicken from making a mess in your kitchen. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do today is take a paper towel and cover this up. If you did that with a regular electric skillet, what would happen to those paper towels?
Oh, it would burn it.
They catch on fire. You catch on fire at 650, that only gets to 450. So with the lid off, it's a fryer. Right now I'm frying the chicken with no grease. So the napkin is to catch all the grease. The problem is when you fry, you add oil. And then it soaks up the oil you add and its own fat. You're eating food twice as fattening. That's very unhealthy. I'm taking all the fat out. I'm going to ask you a very important question. What is better for you, frozen, fresh, or out of a can?
I would assume fresh. No?
Nope.
Now, oh my goodness.
Frozen is better than fresh.
Okay, somebody told me because I wanted to stop buying frozen vegetables because they said
no, frozen's the best because they flash freeze them instantly, locking in 100% nutrition. The fresh food you buy in the store is the opposite. They pick it before it's ripe. They ship those tomatoes green, the bananas green. Then they ship the bananas yellow and the tomatoes red. By the time they reach their store, they would be no good. So they're picked before they're ripe, which means they don't have maximum nutrition. So that's the stuff you're buying in the store. It doesn't have maximum nutrition. Frozen's better and it's cheaper. It's $1 a bag. So you can't. When people say they can't afford to eat healthy, this is cheaper than frozen, than fresh.
it is.
And better for you, and it doesn't go bad. That's what I like about it. And it's more easy to use. Now, you can't normally cook frozen and fresh together because frozen takes longer to cook than fresh. Well, this cookware doesn't know the difference, so all this is going to get done cooking at the same exact time.
Oh, wow.
Oops, I dropped it.
No, it's okay. I'll get it. I'll find it.
It's baked corn. So I'm going to hard boil some eggs for you today with no water.
Oh, that's interesting.
When you cook an egg in water, it'll get a green ring around the yolk. The green ring around the yolk is called sulfur. That means the egg is bad cholesterol. And so I'm going to hard boil these eggs for you today with no water, and there will be no green in the egg. That means the eggs are good for you. Okay. Now, where do you keep your seasonings?
In the cabinet, right there by you.
This salt does not supply iodide, a necessary nutrient. This is processed salt. You must use Himalayan salt and Mediterranean salt. Okay. Sea salt's great, but not this brand. It's not good.
Okay.
Okay. Also, it has anti-caking agents and stuff in here that's not natural. So it's not good for you.
Okay.
So, I'm going to do a test with the salt. Salt is a mineral, and in order to dissolve the salt, you add water and you have salt water. But since I'm not going to do that, this salt is going to do something differently. So there we go. We'll make sure we have enough seasoning for our vegetables. Now, there's no water in this pan at all. If you turn this pan on right now, it's your pan and there's not a drop of water, what will happen?
I never cooked
without water.
Before, right?
It'll burn.
Okay.
So.
But I'm assuming since it's in there, it won't.
It won't do it because.
Okay.
But it's 128. At 138, this will be done in 10 minutes. All those vegetables. Now we got 6 pieces of chicken here that cost $3, and we have peas and corn in here and 4 carrots. This is $3 in vegetables at most. You're looking at maybe $6 to feed your family in 10 minutes a day. I don't know where you can go and eat this healthy every day for that price. And that's a lot of food.
It is.
The next thing I'm going to do is make some mashed potatoes. I don't know about you, but I love potatoes.
I love potatoes. Are y'all seeing this? He is teaching me some good stuff today.
Anytime you do vegetables, you want to use a green Scotch-Brite pad. Okay. And what I do is I take the potatoes and you buy them, and again, you just take the scrubber and you scrub them clean. And look at that. It takes all the dirt off, but leaves all the skin, and all the skin has all the flavor. So this really is how I clean everything. It's not really all that hard.
Okay.
But don't use this thing to wash dishes with and vegetables.
Right.
That would not be good.
Yeah, I would think it's contaminated.
Yeah. So I just use my scrubbers to clean my vegetables.
Okay.
So if you were to make mashed potatoes for 6 people, how many potatoes would you use?
What, 4, 5, 6?
Most people do 1 per person.
Yeah.
So what if I could feed you and fill you up with 2?
Oh wow, that's it?
That's it. Save you some money. Yep.
Wow. That's cutting back a lot.
It does. This is the waffler, good for dressing up salads, plus it does. Waffle fries.
Waffle fries, and they love waffle fries.
My kids go crazy over them.
Yeah.
And you can make them in that skillet in 3 minutes.
Wow.
This is the stringer. It does shoestring French fries, hash browns, grated cheese.
I'm in love with that thing. Does it come with it?
This is my favorite thing. And what is in a potato that's very bad for you?
I'm not sure what it is.
Starch. Your body takes in starch, converts it to sugar, and converts it to fat. Potatoes are the #1 cause of diabetes. Doctors say that if you take the potatoes and you shred them open like I'm doing right now, I can remove all the starch. And I'm going to catch the starch in here. I'm going to show you how much starch comes out of 2 small potatoes.
Again, if you are just joining us, we have our nutritionist, Anthony. He is here today. He is teaching me some good stuff about healthy eating and healthy cooking.
So here's all that starch. I'm just going to set it here on the counter and let it settle out.
Okay.
Did I turn this on? Nope. There we go. Oops, sorry. So that. Now I'm going to do my cake.
Awesome. Cake. Love cake.
When you bake a cake, you use a whole box.
Yes.
I'm going to use half a box. I get 2 cakes out of every box.
Oh, wow.
2 eggs. What normally goes into a cake?
Eggs.
And what else?
Oil.
Oil. Why do you put the oil in the cake?
I guess it won't stick.
Nope, keeps it moist. So when you put it in the oven, it don't dry out. But since I'm not going to cook this cake in the oven, I don't need any oil. Therefore, my cake will become fat-free and healthy.
Well, how will you be fixing the cake?
So, yeah, on the stove with no oven. So I was told growing up not to waste anything. So we're going to take these good carrots. We're going to add these carrots to our cake. We're going to add some zucchini.
He is cooking good cake with vegetables, y'all.
Yellow squash.
Okay.
I was going to say yellow squash. Celery. The springs in the celery are no good, so this takes the springs out for you.
Okay.
And last but not least, apple.
So you don't even have to use the whole apple.
Nope, just half.
So I'm guessing that would make it sweet because
Oh, yeah.
My God, that was a good cake.
It was a great cake. Can't keep it on the table. There's a 1.5 cups of vegetables and a 1.5 cups of flour.
Okay.
So 50% of this cake is going to be made out of what? Vegetables. So instead of getting your whole daily allowance of fat and a dessert, now you get your whole daily allowance of nutrition. And this cake normally is not diabetic friendly, but now it has a 1.5 cups of fiber, which is very good. And that's all I need. I don't need to add anything to it. Just mix it up. I'm doing something you could never do with a regular pot. That pan's been preheating with nothing in it. If this was a regular pot and you left it on like that, what would happen?
It probably would burn.
It would burn. It would work. Anytime you cook, you must cook with real butter. Do not cook with anything. Margarine is synthetic. It's not good for you. Always cook with real butter.
Okay. So you have a certain brand that you...
Land O'Lakes is a good mid-grade butter. Culver is expensive. European butter is great, but it's more expensive.
Okay.
So we're going to melt a tablespoon of butter. If you drop butter in a pot that's been on that long, woo, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's going to steam.
It's going to burn up.
Yeah.
Perfect. See?
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to melt this butter.
Okay.
Oh, it smells so good.
It does.
And margarine, you can't, it doesn't bubble or anything like that. They'll let you know it's not good. I don't know how people enjoy cooking with margarine, so I can't do it. And we're going to put our cake in, and our cake will be done in about 10 to 12 minutes.
The cake is made from vegetables. So this is some healthy cooking today, and I can't wait to taste it.
And close the oven door. 10 to 12 minutes. If I spin the lid, it lets me know where I'm at. It's getting hot, so it means it needs to go up just a little bit more. I cook on a different stove every day. Okay. It should be cooking by now. And all of my food is going to be done in about 6 minutes. Okay. This whole meal takes me 30 minutes from scratch. Okay. I hope that was fast enough.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. How much grease did I add to that chicken?
You didn't add any grease.
Where's all that go?
Oh, wow.
In your body. I don't want to get fat. He can eat it. Check this out. Take the fork, go underneath and lift up. Nice golden brown chicken. Okay. Can I use one of these hand towels?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then you want to season the other side, 15 minutes. That's really fast. And then cover it back up. And then you can stop that because, like I said, it's done cooking. All my food will be done in about 6 minutes. That's it for the cooking.
Okay, so what we're going to do when everything gets finished, we're going to come back when everything is the meal is completed, just to show you how he cooked everything, how everything is going to turn out. So see you in a couple of minutes.